Hello, everybody. You are in week number 4, and I'm proud of you, and I want to encourage you to continue working through the practices. And by the way, we really haven't mentioned. Obviously, everyone has experienced the great meditations that Paula has written in each chapter, and her own personal story. She then talks about the practice and then explains it more fully. But the meditations have been really good too, and thank you for them.
Oh, you're welcome.
So week number 4 is another important week, and it kind of comes with a twist. But week number 4 is simplifying the schedule. This is a big one for us because we're busy, and those of us who still have children at home, we teach them to be too busy. So this is a week that's going to feel. I think it's going to feel a little bit like a stretch for some of us. We're going to be uncomfortable with some of the practices this week. And as we've been talking for the last 4 weeks, that's not a bad thing. So Paula, it's obvious to me why this one made the top 6, but yeah. Talk a little bit about simplifying the schedule.
Well, as you just said, we're very busy people, and being busy is sort of a hallmark of being plugged in and important. Mm-hmm. Yes. We're doing significant things, and lots of people need us, and so the phone rings and messages come and all that kind of stuff, and so it's easy then to see our busyness as some kind of badge of yes. being a good, upright citizen and human being, and yet the busyness is chewing away at us in major ways.
So in our mind, busyness equals importance.
Yes, I think so.
Significance.
It does. Yeah, and then there's a kind of strange permutation of that where, and I've heard it especially from women, where busyness feels like an incredible burden, and yet they don't know how to stop trying to meet needs that they perceive in other people. So it's sort of a two-pronged thing, And at the heart of it is the same. It's the feeling of being important and yes. necessary and indispensable to people right. and whatever.
So this week gives us permission to unplug just a bit.
Yes, yeah.
So talk about some of the things you've designed for us this week.
Well, one of the big things that comes up on people's calendars all the time is, somebody's birthday party or some sort of social obligation that, deep down inside, you'd rather just send a sweet card and leave it at that. Being out evening after evening at events that are all good, but they give no time to be at home just with your spouse or yes. by yourself sitting on the porch looking at the stars, because you're too busy driving on the freeway to the next event. So the first one is to just skip a purely social gathering. Just make your quiet apologies. If you've already said you're going to come, say, it turns out I can't. And then yes. don't be tempted into giving a big
explanation,
especially a falsified one.
Yeah. My pastor's making me do this thing.
Yeah,
and I
that's
can't.
right.
Right.
Yeah, just kind of quietly back out of it,
yes.
and see how that feels. And that can be very uncomfortable for people, especially, like I say, people who are hooked into the notion that they have no choice. When a demand is made on them, a social demand is made on them, they have to meet it somehow. Yes. And conversely, the people that feel like, well, if I'm not at every party, I'm missing something,
yes.
That
right.
somehow or another life is going on and leaving me in the dust.
Good. So things will come up for us.
Yeah, well, they should.
They
yeah,
should.
For sure.
One of the great days of this week is you prescribe attending a morning mass, and I love that. And so, as you guys know, we have Our Lady of Loretto in town, and we have St. Anthony's in town. Both churches have a beautiful morning mass, and I want to encourage you, whether you have or haven't attended a mass where the Eucharist is observed, to do that. Now, if that is uncomfortable for you in ways that are almost paralyzing, then what I want you to know is that morning, I think it's Thursday.
Let's see.
Whatever morning it is, I'm not at the right page here.
Yes, Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday morning. We will have a gathering at the Quest, just a simple prayer gathering for those of you who would like to do that. But I'm as I sit here, it seems to me that getting out of your comfort zone just a bit and communing with our friends at the other two churches, the two Catholic churches in town, maybe, and there's actually also Greek Orthodox Church in Ignacio that would have a morning mass as well. So you will learn and see and smell and hear things that you may not understand, but what a great way to start a new conversation. So even that is a beautiful idea.
Yeah,
Very
that's
creative.
great.
So simplifying the schedule. I'm looking forward to this. And thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
So it's so nice to really, what you're doing is you're becoming our spiritual director.
Oh my goodness.
For really, right? For these 40 days, you really, your book, which is written by you, is becoming our spiritual director. You're saying, this is what I recommend that you do. And we have, to the degree that we're willing to submit ourselves to this material, we will learn things about ourselves that are really important. So I'm grateful for that. So,
Well, blessings on this week.
yes, Paula, thank you.